That was beautiful. Good morning, guys. So, I think that cracker little wheelie is a great way to start the video. And on the brakes we go. So, welcome to the channel, 64 Degrees of Lean. My name is Bennett. Today we're just going to be doing a short little introduction for you guys to the channel, tell you a little bit about myself, my motorcycling history, why I started the channel, and what my hopes are for the channel. Oh, this light takes forever to change. I suppose I shouldn't complain too much, because when I'm standing on that side I'm fairly grateful it takes so long. It's all about perspective, isn't it? No, today's just going to be a day of red lights. Good gosh. That's annoying. This one at least doesn't take as long to change. There we go, off we go. So yeah, as I said, my name is Bennett, and I don't know, that's not structured. Oh, now I'm so confused, it's not even funny, now I don't even know what. Oh. Car going up my house. Yep, red light day. The car behind this guy. No, I think I'm just going to let him go in front. Call it quits, because he's in quite a rush. I'm in so much of a rush. Off you go, bro. Right, so why did we start a channel? We'll start off with a little bit of background on me and my motorcycling history. So, the first bike I ever ride, which I think is almost a staple in this country, most people that have ever ridden a motorcycle in this country have ridden a Yamaha PV50. That was my first little ride. Geez, I was a youngster, probably like yay high, could just touch the floor. And went to a cousin's house and he had a little PV50, and next thing they knew I was badgering the shit out of them to take it for a spin, which inevitably I did do, and since then I was pretty much hooked. And then spent a while growing up riding other people's 125s, 250cc's, off-road scramblers, nothing intense, just a putt-putt around the fields and that kind of stuff in the neighborhood. And then when I was eventually 16 and I could get my license, I absolutely begged my parents, and my parents were like, "No, you can go for your license, that's fine, but we're not going to help you get a bike. We're not going to pay for it, we're not going to put any money towards it, we're not going to sign the forms, nothing." My dad's exact words were, I'm not going to help you make an accident of yourself. And as such, the motorcycle dream had to be put on hold a little bit longer until I was 21. And I went and got my learner's license just before I was 21. And a month after I turned 21, I found and bought my dream bike, which was a 2008 Honda CBR 600RR. Pitch black, exhaust under the tail, beautiful face, just an absolutely gorgeous bike. So that was like a real dream come true for me. You know, you go so long wanting a motorcycle and just working towards it, doing everything you can, and then your first bike is one of your dream bikes. And I had the Honda for about two and a half years, and absolutely loved it. Blast of a bike, taught me so much about riding. I think it was just the right combination of speed and power to keep me respectful of the motorcycle, and to also let me able to have a decent amount of fun, which is an opinion that power is not fun, but power is fun. But we'll get to that later. So yeah, rode that for about three odd years, and then my missus told me, no, I think you've had enough fun, it's time to get a car. So got the car, did that whole story, had a beautiful little white Alfa Romeo Mito, absolute blast to drive, 1.4 turbo. That car was good fun. But I was pining for a motorcycle again. Every Sunday when you hear the guys going out, you're sad. Every time a bike goes past, you're sad. And that went on for a year. And then my girlfriend said, no, I can't deal with this shit anymore. Sell your car, get a bike. And I did. And here we are. 2015 Yamaha MT-09. Beautiful orange with a gold flake color. Unfortunate dent in the tank. With a couple of other things from a lady that's not paying enough attention in a parking lot. And yeah, this bike has obviously been a blast, as you can see. And for me, this was the absolute perfect second bike. It taught me a lot about throttle management, because on the Honda, it's just so smooth. You don't need to worry. You can be absolutely ham-fisted. You know, the only time the Honda would ever pop the front wheel is if you shifted from the top of first gear into second gear. It just sort of hit a sweet spot, and then the first wheel would float, but only like this high off the floor. You know, it was teeny weeny, so the Honda really wasn't going to do anything naughty. Whereas this thing, on the other hand, you need to be paying attention. You need to be paying attention to your throttle inputs all the time. Because like that little wheelie, that's in B mode. That's first gear, no clutch, B mode. Wheel comes up and it's just ballistic. So this bike has definitely taught me a lot as well. I think it was a great second bike. And yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Oh, paint in the road. Got one way around. And there's speed up in front, brakes. That was good fun. So that's me. That's a little bit of history about me. And then, yeah, so I think we'll hop on to why we started a YouTube channel. I obviously have a massive passion for motorcycles, as you guys would understand from the last bit of the video. And you know, it just sort of came to a point where I was watching a lot of motorcycle YouTube. I have a passion for motorcycles. I ride every day. I commute to work and back every day on my bike. And Cami just sort of turned around and said to me, you know what, why don't you start a YouTube? You're fairly entertaining. You do it every day. So why don't you give it a bash? And so here we are. We've started a YouTube. It's taken me, at this point, 4 months to get my first video out. And we'll divulge into why that took so long in another video. And then, you know, my thoughts and hopes for the channel, what I sort of plan on doing. So yeah, a little bit of more of a motorcycling lifestyle kind of channel, you know, just my daily experiences on the bike. Take you guys on some POV tours of Johannesburg and maybe a couple of other a couple of other cities in the country if we get the chance, you know, show you guys around a little bit. This is what South Africa looks like. Is one part. I would love to do a wreck bike rebuild series similar to what Chase has got going, you know, and Yamube and those kind of guys, because I don't think there's anyone on the South African market that really caters to that kind of thing. And for me, you know, it's I'd love to support those guys, but unfortunately part of their T's and C's is that you can't actually win the bike and take ownership of it in another country, which is a shame. So I'd love to get something like that going in South Africa, and then hopefully do some safety education, and then sort of the primary goal is to take you guys on my journey to achieving 64 degrees of lean. That is my motorcycling dream. That's what the channel is named after, is to hopefully one day be able to take a bike around a corner at 64 degrees. And I'd love to document and share the journey with you guys. And I think that's about a wrap for today. Thank you guys very much for pulling in and joining me. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.